I'm an animist, so I believe that there's a spirit and a soul that live in these landscapes. So this is my way of paying reverence to the lives that pass through these landscapes. My name is Teo Nguyen. I currently live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm originally from Vietnam. What I'm doing with all of my images, with my work, is that I go back and I take all these Vietnam War images back in the 60s and 70s, and taking out all the atrocity out of these war photographs and just leaving it just the natural landscape of Vietnam. Because to me, as somebody who grew up in Vietnam until I was 16, Vietnam doesn't reduce to just this one war. To me, there's so much about Vietnam. You know, we have a very rich culture. We have 54 ethnic minorities. So I really would like to, shift that Vietnamese narrative to the center here, especially in the U.S. So I really, I try to understand this, these really peaceful landscape and what does that say about this culture. But I think for the Midwest landscapes, especially the Midwest landscape, when I go out there, I paint these farmscapes, for example. If you look a little bit deeper, you see there's a different layer there. They are on these borrowed lands. There are Indian burial mounds that are on all these farms. So what does that mean to for somebody, to pass through these images and look at these really beautiful landscapes, but not really how much do we know about the history here as well? And go back to, what I'm trying to do with my Vietnam landscapes as well. That's what I'm really trying to understand. So here at the foundation, I do a little bit of the Midwest landscapes, but the majority of it, I really focus on the Vietnam project that I'm working on. So I'm doing a solo show at the Minneapolis Institute of Art coming up this July, and I'm also working with some other museums here in Maine. But predominantly just focusing on the Vietnam series because there's some other components I would like to add onto my upcoming shows. So the residency here has been giving me that opportunity to just refocus and also giving myself time to think about what I want to work on and approach on these different projects that I've been wanting to tackle for a very long time.